They laughed at him, an old man sitting alone by the river, whispering to the water as if it could listen. To everyone else, he was just another forgotten soul. But that day, when 3 young boys stopped to mock him, they didn't know they were about to hear the lesson that would change their lives forever. It was a warm Sunday afternoon in a quiet little town in Texas. 3 friends, Ethan, Liam, and Noah, were wandering near the riverside, kicking stones and talking about how unfair life was. Ethan complained about how his father never believed in him. Liam said success was only for the rich. Noah, the quiet one, sighed and said, "Maybe some people are just born lucky." That's when they saw him, an old man sitting on a wooden bench staring into the flowing river. His white beard glistened in the sun, and his clothes looked simple but clean. Beside him was a stick carved with strange symbols. Ethan whispered, "Let's ask him if he knows the secret to success." Liam chuckled, "Yeah, right. What can he know? Look at him." But Noah, curious, walked forward and said respectfully, "Sir, may we sit with you?" The old man smiled gently. "Sit," he said. "But only if you're ready to listen, not just hear." They nodded. He looked at the river and said, "Do you see that water? It never stops moving. When it hits a rock, it doesn't argue. It just finds another way. That's success. The river doesn't complain, it adapts." The boys stared in silence. "Let me tell you a story," the old man continued, his voice deep and calm. "Many years ago, I was like you, young, impatient, and angry at the world. I wanted success, but I wanted it fast. I tried one thing, it failed. I tried another, it failed again. Then I gave up." He paused, picking up a small pebble and tossing it into the river. "One day, my father told me something I'll never forget. He said, 'A seed that gives up after the first storm will never become a tree.' That day, I stopped chasing easy wins. I learned patience." Ethan leaned forward, eyes wide. "So what did you do then?" "I worked, harder than ever. But more importantly, I worked smarter. I studied people who succeeded. I found 3 things they all had in common. I call them the 3 rivers of success." The boys listened closely. "The first river," the old man said, "is discipline. Everyone wants success, but few are willing to show up every day when it's boring, when it's hard, when no one's watching. Discipline is what keeps you moving when motivation disappears." "The second river," he continued, "is focus. If you chase 2 rabbits, you catch none. Decide what you want and give it your all. Don't waste your time on distractions or people who don't believe in you." "The third," he said with a soft smile, "is purpose. Without a reason behind your actions, success feels empty. Purpose gives you strength when everything else fails." Noah nodded slowly. "So if we follow those 3 rivers, we'll succeed." The old man chuckled. "If you truly follow them, you won't just succeed, you'll become unstoppable." Then he stood up slowly, using his stick for balance. "Let me show you something." He led them to a spot where the river flowed fast over sharp rocks. "Do you see how the water doesn't fight the stones? It flows with them, around them, and eventually overcomes them. Life is the same. Don't fight every obstacle. Learn from it, flow past it, and let it shape you." He looked at Ethan. "You say your father doesn't believe in you? Then believe in yourself so deeply that one day he has no choice but to see it." He turned to Liam. "You think success is only for the rich?" "No, my boy. Success belongs to those who refuse to quit. Money doesn't build empires, discipline does." And finally he faced Noah. "You think some people are born lucky? Luck is real, yes. But luck only visits those who are already moving. It never stops by the house of the lazy." The boys stood in silence, their earlier laughter gone. The wind rustled through the trees and the sound of the river filled the space between them. "Remember," the old man said, "life will test you. It will break you. But if you keep your discipline, your focus, and your purpose, you'll rise again, stronger each time. Be like the river." He turned to leave, but Ethan called out, "Wait, what's your name, sir?" The old man looked back and smiled faintly. "Names don't matter. But if you must know, people once called me the River Man." And with that, he walked away, disappearing behind the trees. Years passed. The boys grew into men. Ethan became a successful entrepreneur. known for his unstoppable work ethic. Liam became a motivational speaker, teaching young people how to build discipline. Noah became a writer, sharing stories about purpose and resilience. And every year, they met by the same river, sitting quietly watching the water flow, remembering the man who changed everything. Noah once wrote in his journal, "We thought we met a stranger that day, but in truth, we met the reflection of who we could become, if only we dared to keep flowing like the river." So if you ever feel stuck, lost, or forgotten, remember the old man's words. Success doesn't shout, it flows, quietly, endlessly, and with purpose.